Whoa, buddy, look at this guy. He just comes in like that. I don't know if he even signaled. What a bad man. More important than this lane cutter here is my recent Dash edition. I don't know if you can see in there, but that's my greenhouse. I've always wanted a greenhouse, and I finally have one on the Dash. That greenhouse contains peppers. So there's a mash, there are planks of hard sod, basically, little tablets. You stick those in a couple cups of water, let them sit for a while, and then they absorb the water and fill up the cup. You plunk that mixture into the deal over there, which is some hemp-looking container, very porous. All the water came flying out when I poured it in there. Well, I drained most of it, but I left a little bit in the bottom so the thing can maintain moisture. But uh-oh. Somebody ran into something. Maybe the dude ran into the truck? I don't know. So water goes into there. It makes the hard sod tablets expand. Pour that mixture into the hemp-looking container that's very non-porous. Put that whole thing, along with a little bit of excess water, inside of a baggie, and then put another baggie on top of it. And you have a homemade greenhouse. And in 21 days, my peppers are going to be growing. And once they hit 2 inches out the top, then I'm supposed to replant them somewhere. But I'm just I'm a bit concerned that maybe those peppers will have become accustomed to movement and vibration and horns and everything, and they might have like a city slicker going to the countryside problem. It's like they're out in the garden and nothing's happening. They're just like, man, we need some movement here. So I might have to bring them back in the car. I don't know. Why am I on this street? Oh, that's right, because I'm going to Oakland to do something for my friend. He needs to be delivered somewhere. And I said, yeah. And then I was like, I figured out that the traffic was really shitty, too late. And it was too late for me to back out. So I just told him that I wanted to back out, but I wasn't going to. Practicing human kindness. You see that Salesforce dildo over there? The top of it is a TV. It's a giant big screen TV. They were playing soccer on there the other day. International football, as it's called. Pretty soon, just the whole sky is going to be a TV, I'm assuming. At some point. I don't know when. Maybe. So I still have this Tibetan singing bowl. I don't have that anymore. The phone mount. That's the only piece of my Dash art that has disappeared. Those were both from Og. The Tibetan singing bowl is lasting. It's outlasting its technological counterpart. Like it should. If you're feeling upset, yahoo! Just hold on for one more day. One more day. city is ridiculous. What are all these people doing? Underground quarterly annual 5-year inspection. I was giving a guy a ride. He was upset. He was like, "Where you at?" "I'm at blah 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 blah." And I said, "I'm right here." And then I looked 20 feet up the street and I saw him standing there. And he's like, "This is the address. Why aren't you here?" And I was like, "I am here. I've been here for 5 minutes." And then I realized that he was at a mental health clinic. And then he proceeded to get in and didn't really seem to be too off, aside from that he was a bit rude, like, "Where are you at?" kind of deal, even though I was there the whole time. You know, these people that are parsing hairs over, you know, what type of Rogaine treatment or thing we're using. That's bad. But anyway, he was like, "Where are you at, dude?" And so he was a little upset. And then I very distinctly, while he was annoyed at me, I was like, "Oh, you're at the Mental Health Institute, aren't you?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm right here. Where you at?" You know, I was trying to like make a point or something, but the point was missed, and I didn't feel bad about it. And he didn't notice it, so, you know. And then he was getting delivered way far south, like far south, really far south, and just that away. And so I got to converse with this man for about 40 minutes. And he starts telling me about what he was doing at the Mental Health Institute. I was like, "What are you doing over there? What you guys got going on?" And he's like, "Well, you know, I'm just taking care of health things, and I'm scheduling my colonoscopies and my endoscopies." And he made a little list of the sort of treatments he was lining up. And, you know, I was like, "Oh, he sounds like a party." He's like, "Yeah, you know, with this colonoscopy party we got going on here." And he said colonoscopy party, and he didn't smile or laugh or anything. He was genuinely thrilled about it. But he was more excited about the endoscopy for some reason. I don't know why. He's like, he was excited about them like opening his mouth and sticking a stethoscope down there, or some sort of microscope. I don't know, whatever they stick down your throat for an endoscopy. But he was pretty excited about this colonoscopy / endoscopy party that he was going to be attending pretty soon. And I didn't think that sounded like the most fun of parties, but I didn't challenge him on it. I've never had a colonoscopy or an endoscopy, so outside of my vivid imagination of how unpleasant that party would be, I don't really know. So who am I to judge? You know? Look at the traffic. It's moving. I'm very random today. My random access memory has been upgraded, apparently. What else? I have a cut on my lip. Other exciting news. Birthday's coming up on the 3rd, so you guys should all have been sending gifts and everything, thousands of millions of dollars to my address, so I can have a really, really nice iPhone storage almost full. I gotta stop. So I can have a really nice snail call, you know. But Aurora did agree to do a birthday live stream, so I'm gonna try to do that. And if that doesn't work, then we'll just do a regular Aurora show.